All right, well, we're heading up to the No Kings protest.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go.
This is my first protest. I hate both parties equally.
Good morning.
I mean, obviously the Republicans to me are more reprehensible in a sense, but the Democrats are the ones that should be for me. So I expect more for them, so they're worse because I expect more and they deliver less. So here's my wife now is gonna see if she can get her flag going.
It's okay.
Yeah, that might be a while. You'll get it for the next year.
Next protest, I don't remember.
You get done.
Okay. I'm gonna want to keep it.
Small democracies and this movement. For our children, for our generation, and the next one. Thank you so much for being here today.
No, apparently Pocahontas can't be with us today. My wife's getting mad. Yeah, we want a refund.
Yeah, we want a refund. Do we have to sign up for something here, or how do we know?
Where's your gaffer's tape? Where's your protest tape?
My gaffer's tape is right. That's what I was coming to get. It's right over there. All right, hold this.
This is the guy that sold us the bogus, unworking sign.
With hands-on instructions about how to use it.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Some things.
Marilyn's upset with me. I keep complaining that Pocahontas isn't here.
Here you go. Sometimes Max, your humor misses. Marilyn?
I humor myself.
You're in charge of your husband, not me. I had him this morning.
That's enough, right?
Free speech. Where's my free speech cage?
Over there on the other side of the common.
God dang it!
I don't know what it's doing, but
Everybody's old here. When we get our democracy back, we're all going to be dead. So I guess it's good. Do this for the children. They can enjoy democracy. We're all dead and gone.
Every Wednesday from 11 to 1 to bear witness to the cruelty of our government and show the immigrants forced to be there that we support them.
That's a good
You know
the
someone
church
who's
there.
worried about our neighbors and our democracy.
So it's Ed Markey, senator, already a political speech, has nothing to do with this. Just all this CEOs suck and Trump sucks.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what,
Yeah, but this
what
is
we're here for. That's what we're here for.
No, we're against tyranny, not against.
No, we're
attacking
also
people.
against billionaires.
My wife's disagreeing.
No.
I don't care about the CEOs.
Billionaires CEOs, no, billionaires for sure. They put Trump there.
I have the halo.
CEOs, too much is in the hands of.
No, so they cordoned off an area here.
Oh, right here.
So
look.
the protest is right here. I know,
There it is.
right. So it's called the
Yeah, that's for the losers.
it's called the free speech area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the free speech area. Nobody's in the free speech area. Everybody's over here.
Yeah, good.
I don't know. I guess it's the. So now I'm wondering, did somebody put this up as a joke? I mean, is this a joke, or is it just like a statement, or is this like where, let's just say you call somebody Pocahontas as a joke, like I do? Like, no, you got to go in here. Here's the not really the free speech area. I think it's the area where Lexington wants people whose views they don't agree with, but they have to recognize free speech. So if they make a joke about Pocahontas, and let me point out, she put it on her Harvard application, okay? You got to take a joke, okay? You're the one that said you're part Indian, all right? So, take the joke. That's what I hate about politics. Like, how do people take it seriously like that? How come they cannot joke about it? I mean, they take our money for a job. Like, nobody gives me money to go get a job. So anyway, I'm in the free speech area. And I should probably say more important things than the stupid jokes about Elizabeth Warren. And I think I would say that for me, I never go to these protests because they don't have a specific agenda, like a specific thing that everybody agreed to do. Like if everybody said, okay, let's, well, I did cancel my Hulu. If everybody said, okay, let's boycott American Airlines for this reason or whatever, I would. I mean, I shouldn't use American Airlines, not a good point, but you know what I'm saying. So, or if everybody said, listen, let's not work today. On Wednesday, we're all not going to work. We're going to bring the economy down to really send a message to everyone. I would do that. But these things, like everybody has their own freaking agenda. And Ed Markey just spoke, and it was just disgusting to me. I wish I'd recorded it. I'll have to go another one of these things to record it, because everything, so much of the stuff he said was just wrong. He's like, oh, did Americans bow down to the greatest army in the world, you know, during the revolution? That had nothing to do with political freedom. It was all about money, essentially, okay? It's about taxes. So, okay, you know, but then you want to just sort of rewrite history or say this stuff to make people feel good about themselves. I can't stand that kind of stuff. And then he goes into all this Trump stuff, Trump this and Trump that. You know, like, yeah, I agree Trump is bad. I agree that that regime is like autocracy. But, you know, he's just making a Democrat political speech. And then he's going into like CEOs. CEOs make too much money. Yeah, I agree wealth inequality is a huge problem, but it's not appropriate here. Here the question is really a question of law, of institutions, of due process. It's essentially a thing of due process. Also about using America's taxpayer money for military adventures in Venezuela, for like killing people in boats. I mean, that's what this really should be about. Also about the immigrants, like deporting people, ICE. That's what this should be about. It should be totally focused on no ICE, right? Like maybe the whole thing should be like, you know what? We have to stiffen the laws that you cannot send federal ICE officials into the states. I don't know. I mean, something specific. So, anyway, I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. There's a guy over there leaning. He's definitely a free speecher. Look, he's got the ponytail. He's definitely ready to come in here and mix it up with me. I'm like, I'm like the animal in the zoo. I'm the only animal in the free speech pen. And here I am in the free speech pen, alone. Nobody else in the free speech pen here. Which again, I think this is for people that, you know, would annoy others. So, I mean, think about that, right? All this talk about we don't want autocracy, we want free speech, but nobody is in the free speech pen, right? And, you know, I think that guy was sort of sitting next to here because he, like me, was like, oh, free speech, like something I believe in. So nobody here in the free speech pen. Nobody in here trying to mix it up. You know, before, you know, again, I make any comments that are not with the, you know, party line, and, you know, my wife is, shut up, you know. There's no real free speech. There never has been, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's ever been wrong. But, yeah, I thought I'd have more people here in my free speech pen. But no, they're all listening to political speeches about this and that, you know, trying to touch on some area that somebody in the audience will like. So it's all amorphous, all spread out. It's not focused, which in my mind should be focused on basically a mafia taking over the government and just taking kickbacks. Like telling somebody, okay, we fired the regulators, so you play by our rules, you give us some money, you give us a piece. You know, like, you know, the president with the steel thing, you know, you give me a piece of U.S. steel and I'll leave you alone. And now he's trying to get it from Korea. You know, that stuff should be banned. That should, you know, Congress should do something about that in the Senate, but they don't. And that's what this thing should focus on, pick one or two issues. You know, if everybody in the crowd wants to talk about other things, great. But to me, yeah, you should have like a focus. And it's not. It's just all self-serving, feel good about yourself. You know, I believe in, you know, democracy, and all these people are very, very wealthy. This is Lexington. These people are rich. Not 1%, but the top 25%. And that's really the story. The real story is about how the top 25%, what they get and what the bottom 75%. That's what it's really about. But, you know, if you talk about stuff like this, you're going to lose your audience. All these people will leave, you know. So, Yeah, here I am saying stupid stuff on the free speech pen. Because free speech is stupid speech. I get that. All right, Marilyn wants to go. So I'd like to hear in the free speech pen. And actually, there's a car with these young men in it, and they yelled out "Free speech, Trump." You know, I don't think they were like necessarily Trump supporters, but they get it, just like I got it. Like young people get it. This whole what this free speech pen is really about. It's about, this is where you go if you disagree with the thousands of people here. Thousands of people. And if you disagree, then you can come here to the free speech pen. And I felt I was like holding it up. I was there if anybody wanted it. And now I gotta go. I gotta leave. I gotta leave the free speech pen. I got one good conversation with a guy leaning against the fence. He said he was a trucker. He said he's been in Boston his whole life. It's all about money. All about money. And I don't 100% agree with that, but I get it. Definitely. All right, so yeah, look at this. Oh, see, look at this car. See, I can go. I can cross. Thank you.